Hey guys, it's me,
Oh wait,
Wilson,
well,
and we're
FD's readied
back
up, so
with
let's
another
just
video,
let's just
and this time it is the long-awaited
up.
F1 Esports Challengers series. As you can see by what your eyes are probably showing you, we're at
Right, well,
China,
I'm closing chat now, people.
and we're just going to get
Thanks for
straight
like the
into it.
clocks.
China's the first round, then we have Bahrain straight after it, but I'm going to be doing it in separate
Oh,
videos.
fuck's sake.
So this is the China race. This one's short
This is the
qualifying
moments where I
with
think,
a
why the fuck did I
25%
break?
race, and Bahrain will be one
Makes
shot with
life
a
so much easier.
25%. So
So
heading into this, I feel like it was a bit icy. The pace wasn't great. I've never been astonishing at China. So it was pretty much damage limitation. I feel like we still could get a top 5 um, here, but we'll just have to wait and see. Pace doesn't look too bad, but again, these last two corners, or this whole last sector, is pretty easy to bottle with overheating tyres and an easy last corner to mess up, cut, go wide, hit it wrong, just stuff like that. As you can see, we're on our banker right now. It's actually a pretty good last corner there, and we do at 30.2, which goes provisional pole. I'm pretty sure Tomic eventually beats that with a midpoint one. So we start off the session really strong, really like flying, and the pace was looking really good. The nerves weren't getting to us really. We now go on to our final run straight away because our second run was not. Yeah, it was just a bit messy. We got a 0.0, but it was just a bit all over the place. And as you can see, this run, it's just we're not up enough at this point. It'd be nice if we're a good half a tenth up, but we're just not. So we had to gain it in this last sector. We're a low 6 going into this last. We hit this curb nicely, but then we lose the rear end too much going through a snail section up to 6th gear. And yeah, I mean, that is just not bad. As you can see, Tom does a low 0.8, which we were aiming for something around there, mid 8, high 8. And it's looking pretty out the window. But we can gain time in these last two corners, as I knew there was time. But going into this hairpin, you can tell we just brake way too late. We somehow get it stopped and turned round. We're still up. We're still on for a 0.9 just. We just need to nail this last corner. Can we do it? No, we don't. We miss the corner, and we lose time. So it's a horrible first qualifying for the first race in Event 1. Who would have thought we would have bottled? I didn't feel that unconfident, but we will be starting P6 due to a game glitch, which gave John a 5-place grid penalty. So let's get underway. We're moving through these very quick, just trying to get it done. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Shanghai Grand Prix. We get a pretty good start in comparison to Kanakinchi. It looks like we're 3 wide at the moment, which I was not aware of at this point. We do back out just in time, which is pretty lucky for us. You can see by my face, I'm absolutely breaking it at this point. We're 3 wide still. I had no clue. As you can see, I don't even know what to say at this point. We're just kind of, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it just happened. I think we're 3 wide.
Yeah,
We got sandwiched, so not really much to comment on that. I think in general it was just a racing incident. And yeah, these things happen, don't they? But we move, we live and we learn. And we're in 7th still, which isn't great as there's an alt strat runner right behind us. So Ruben is in a very good position right now. And we're in a pretty poor position at the moment because we're stuck behind all these cars in a train. And where my pace wasn't too bad in the race, yeah, now it's just completely went downhill. And I think after that contact, I felt the car just didn't feel the same. I think in this game you can get damage that doesn't show. So, like, for example, like 5% damage, 10% damage that just doesn't pop up in your MFD. And I feel like I had that because the car was just, it was the worst thing I've ever experienced. Understeering, oversteering, you name it, it was doing everything. You can see here at this hairpin as well, like just not turning. And I definitely was not driving completely horrible. But we do pit, we try and go for an early undercut. I wasn't, I didn't think this was going to work at all, to be honest, because we're just, it was just all going wrong. The undercut wasn't going to work because the soft tires hadn't been damaged enough. And yeah, I'm sure they saw me pitting and just absolutely blasted DRS. But it was all we could have hoped for at this point, unless we'd done an overcut. But again, I don't think that was going to happen. And yeah, you can see Peter Statulek, he comes out pretty far ahead of us. That's 3 seconds or so. So you can see we've got a pretty big gap to make up. You can cut that entry or exit, just so you're aware. But yeah, it's looking pretty pretty crap for us at the moment. Come around the final corner of lap 3, going on to lap 4, and as you can see, they all come out ahead of us. I think they came out further ahead than we actually pit, and we're actually out of DRS at this point, so it's not looking great. And I definitely do think there was something up with the car, because it just, yeah, again, it just did not feel right. It was so understeery. At this point, we're just blasting everything to get back into DRS, because, yeah, it's just, this race, if you can't tell already, I think it was the worst scenario, the worst thing that could happen, and I think it all came from my qualifying. But that's on me, and as you can see in the top left of my screen, or your screen, Jeffrey is actually a pit. He's the first alt strat runner to pit, and he isn't even the lead alt strat runner, so that's great news to us. We've got the alt strat runners on our tail now, and we're the first people to, we're the first person to really be striked by them. And now you can see in the top left, Ben Sabo, 9/10ths back on the soft tyre, so it's looking pretty poor here. I think at this point we're just fighting for points, which I wish I wasn't saying, but yeah, we're just fighting for points. Going into these last few laps. As you can see, we feel like we get a run on Primoz, so we do activate the ERS, but nothing really looks like it can be made of going into this corner. And as you can see, we just avoid getting damaged. I don't know really what he was doing there. He was braking really early, but we try go round outside, but I did not expect him to leave space, so we just left it, let it happen. As you can see, we're trying to get something, just some sort of switchback. Here, we're going to try and activate the ERS. Can we stick in this slipstream coming up to this next corner? I think it's turn 5. We go for a move, we dummy him onto the left, back to the right, and it doesn't look like anything's going to happen. He leaves space, but we just do not get a sufficient exit on these older tyres. Now we have Benz all over us. We try and cover him slightly, go through this fast right-hander. We clip on the curb and we nearly put it into the wall, and it's just going from bad to worse in this race. It could not get any worse at this point. It's just, yeah, this could not get any worse. And now we have Ruben Vallejo on even fresher softs coming up behind us, and it's just looking worse. At this point, I didn't think I was going to get points, and yeah, you can just see the car just doesn't want to turn, so I'm pretty confident I had damage at this point. But now Ruben, he's going for the move. We try and defend it a little bit, but then I think to myself, there's no point in really, you know, trying anything. He's going to send it anyway. He's not really using the RS, so I see him pull out here, and he just absolutely goes for it. I try and leave him space and just let him do his thing, but yeah, I mean, even if I tried to defend, I was getting blown up. So, yeah. And now, next up is Samuel Bean. And at this point, I genuinely thought Samuel Bean was going to have us now, but we'll have to wait and see. We're in 9th, so it's not looking great for round 1, but we skip on to the last lap, and we're all over Ben Sabo. It looks like those softs are starting to degrade slightly more. Samuel Bean is still behind us, so we're going to see if we can make anything on this last lap. Can we make a move on Benz? It's going to be pretty difficult. He is still on pretty good softs. We do not get a good run. We're pretty low in ERS. We're going to use everything we have. He's flashing. We're not flashing yet. Can we make a move? Do we want to risk making a move for that extra point or two? We're going to go down the inside, or down the outside at the hairpin. We go for the outside move. We don't think he's going to leave his space, as he was not planning to, so we just back out and live another day. Tomic wins the race. We come around the final corner, and it's looking like it's going to be P9 at China, and yeah, not a great result.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and I think that'll stem from qualifying, from bottom qualifying. That's on me. Nothing really can fix. And then I think lap 1 was just pretty unlucky, and I'm pretty confident we had damage that race, because the car just felt, I mean, yeah, it just felt horrible. I think it was pretty obvious from what you could see. But yeah, P9, we actually, I can confirm we actually got P8 because Ruben Vallejo, I'm pretty sure, got a penalty. I don't know what it was for. I think it was just for dirty driving or something.
What even happened?
And so we got P8. I mean, it's not like it makes it any better, but it's something. It's still points. So not too bad. We now move on to Bahrain, but I'll put that in another video. So if you want to go see Bahrain, hopefully the video is up now. Hopefully we can bounce back at Bahrain, because if it was to stand like this, we'd be P8 in the standings. So it's not gone exactly the way we planned. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed China. I do agree, it was a horrible race, but these things happen. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. These things aren't won over a race, these things are won over a season. So if you guys did enjoy round 1, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.